everyone, I'm Britta from Paracord Planet, and today's tutorial is going to be on the camera wrist strap. As you can see here, I'm wearing the finished product. We have the bracelet of the wrist strap followed by a cord lock. In this case, it's a cute little cow, and it actually attaches right onto your camera. So stay tuned and find out how to do this. For this tutorial, these are all the materials you are going to need. First, you're going to need some sort of a cord lock. I like to use a cord lock with 2 holes because it feels more secure to me, plus the cow is very cute. So I decided to use that for this tutorial. However, you can use a bunch of other different kinds of cord locks. These are a few that P2 offers. These ones are dual hole cord locks. These are also really great for a nice secure fit on your cord, but if that's not something your style, we do also offer single hole cord locks. These are very popular and come in a lot of colors, so there's a lot of option there. Next, you're going to need paracord shears. These paracord shears are curved and cut paracord very well, so these I like to have for all of my projects. Next, you're going to need a lighter to burn the frayed ends of your cord. You can get these at any drugstore or gas station for very cheap. Next, you're going to need your cord. For this project, you're going to need about 10 feet of cord. I chose reflective cord for this project because I like to do a lot of night photography, and the little tracers in the cord actually will pick up any light and reflect. So this shows up very well at night. You could also use any other sort of standard 550 paracord, glow-in-the-dark paracord, solid colors, multicolors, camo colors. P2 has a lot of really great options for that. And lastly, for this tutorial, you're going to need something to wrap your cord around, and I'll explain how this works a little later. I like to wrap my cord around my water bottle just so it's very safe and secure. So to begin this tutorial, you're first going to want to take out all of your cord, and you're going to want to find the center of the cord. So you'll fold it in half. Match these 2 ends up like so, and now you have all of your cord. So we want to be looking for this loop at the end here. Now if you're using a double barrel cord lock, you're going to want to attach the cord lock at this stage. If you're using a single hole cord lock, you're going to want to attach it towards the end. I'll explain how that works when we get there. So to attach this to our cord, we are going to take it and press down. And we're going to insert each of the sides of our paracord through the cord lock, like that. And you're just going to take it, and you're going to pull the cord through. So you're going to want to pull that cord all the way through to the end of your loop. This is for tightening and loosening the strap once it is all made onto your wrist. So we want to attach this cord lock ahead of time, otherwise we won't be able to once we start weaving. We're going to take our cord and our lock, and we're going to wrap it around our object that we chose earlier. I choose a water bottle. I've seen a lot of other people wrap around an empty spool, maybe a lamp. Whatever's around is really all that you need. You just need something to attach the cord to that's secure. You're going to take the cord, and you're going to make sure that there's a big enough loop on this side here, but you're just going to take it and you're going to make a cow hitch knot around your object. So in this case, as you can see here, I just pulled the cord right around my object, and now I have a safe and secure fit for my wrist strap, and now we're going to start the actual braiding of the wrist strap. So next, we're going to flip our utensil around so it's towards the bottom or towards us, and we're going to have our cord up here at the top. What I did next was I measured the cord from the top all the way down to my object to my desired bracelet lengths. I have fairly small wrists, so my bracelets are usually between 6 and 7 inches long. However, some people's might be 8, 9, or even 10 inches long. So it really just kind of depends on how big your wrist is or how tightly you want the bracelet to fit. So next we're going to begin the cobra weave for this bracelet. You could use a lot of different other weaves, but this is just the simplest to show you guys, and can be changed to however you think the wrist strap should look. So to begin your cobra weave, it's really very simple. I'll show you the first couple stitches here, and then we'll skip to the end of the tutorial, and then you'll be able to see how we finish this thing up. So first, you're going to loop your cord. I usually like to loop it around my finger here just so I have these little loops towards the end. And then you're going to make the number 4 with your left side of cord. You see that kind of like a 4 shape or a backwards P. You're going to make that and you're going to loop it over those cords that run up the middle. Next, you're going to take your right side piece of cord and you're going to make a letter P. And to do this letter P, you're going to start by taking the cord and bringing it under that cord we just brought over from the 4. You're going to hold the middle here and you're going to bring that piece of cord right through, and now you have the letter P and the number 4, or a backwards P. So now, as you can see, I have the cords kind of crisscrossing each other. And now when I pull this tight, this will be my very first part of the cobra weave. So we'll just pull this tight here. And we won't want to pull it too tight for this tutorial just because we want to be able to loop the strap through these top 2 holes here. I'll show you how that works later on, but we just want to make sure this isn't too secure right away. So now that we started on the left side, the next part of the cobra weave starts on the right side. So for this stitch, you just go back and forth between starting on the right side and starting on the left side. So next I'm going to do the exact same thing, only kind of the opposite of what I just told you. So first we're going to make the letter P and we're going to cross that over the strands in the middle here. Next, we're going to take our strands that we used to make a 4 last time. They're going to be used as a 4 again. So you're going to want to take this and you're going to want to bring it over the P. Loop it through once again, and you're going to want to pull this tight, like so. So I like to leave just these little 2 holes at the top here. They kind of look like Mickey Mouse ears. This is kind of the best way, and this will be just enough space for us to bring our wrist strap through at the end. So now we have officially completed our first full cobra stitch. So you start on the left, then you go from the right, and then you just repeat. So I'll show you one more time. We will start on the left side this time, making the number 4. We're going to take this right piece of cord, bring it over and then under, like so, and now we have our next stitch. And one last time. So we're going to start here from the right. We're going to make our P, crossed over the top, then we're going to take our left piece of cord, go under, and through. And we're gonna pull that tight. So as you can see here, my cobra stitch is starting to kind of form. We're gonna go ahead and jump forward. I will show you what the finished stitch looks like, and then I will show you how to finish this wrist strap off. Alright, so now that I've finished all of my cobra stitches, now I took my cord off of the item that I was using to hold it in the first place, so I just removed it from my water bottle, and now you see we're left with the cobra stitches, both ends of my cord, which I will cut here in just a moment, this extra cord here, and then this loop. This loop is actually what's going to attach onto your camera, so this is why we bent the cord in the first place, is we want to make sure that this will be able to fit through your camera, and I'll show you how to attach it in just a moment. So now that I am done with my cobra stitches, I just want to make sure that the bracelet is as long as I want it, and like I said, I have very small wrists, so this is pretty much exactly how I'm going to want it. You see, I like to leave a little bit of slack there just on my wrist. So next I'm going to show you guys how to cut off the ends of my cord and seal it. If you've ever worked with paracord before, you know that when you cut it, it starts to fray, and that's why we use our lighter. We use it to melt those fraying ends together so they not only stay secure, but the frays don't pop out, or the inner strands don't pop out. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to start with either piece of cord. It doesn't really matter. We just want to make sure that the end of our cobra stitching is very, very tight, because we won't be able to reverse cutting the paracord once we cut it. So you want to take your scissors and you're gonna want to cut pretty close to the end of your cord. You're gonna want to leave a little bit there because we are going to burn it down, but I would say leave just a tiny little bit like that, and you're gonna want to cut it just like that here. So now you have that little frayed piece, and I'm going to actually burn this piece first just because then it'll be out of the way. So I'm going to take my scraps and get them out of here for you. Next, I'm going to hold my Cobra weave and I'm going to just make sure that my little cut end here is sticking out. And this is where we use the lighter. You're just going to take the lighter in one of your hands. You're going to want to hold your project in the other. You're going to want to light the end of it just a little bit here. And if you look at it when you're doing it, you're just melting the ends of the cord a little bit here. So I'm just going to let that cool off here before I touch it. And then I'm going to take the end of my scissors and I'm just going to press that cord down. So now you can see that it is melted down and in place and it will not move from this area. So pretty much we're going to do the exact same thing but with the other side. So now for this next part, it's going to be very, very easy to attach this to our camera, but first we need to loop our cord through this top area here to actually make the bracelet. So we're going to take our end loop here and we're going to loop it through these two loops up here. The reason why I wanted you to make it a little loose up at the top is because we are going to have to fit our cord lock through these two loops here, so we want to make sure that they are big enough for this cord lock to fit through. So I'm going to take these loops and I'm going to press them together, making kind of like a pair here. I'm going to take the end of my cord and I'm just going to weave it through the top like so. And now this will be the tricky part, is we have to try and fit our cow cord lock actually through these loops, but that's all right. I made it loose enough at the top, so you just have to kind of squeeze it in there. All right, so now that we have fit the cord lock through these holes, we are almost ready to go. Now all we need to do is attach this end of our wrist strap to our camera. So first I'm going to actually put this on to just show you how it works here. So now that I have the bracelet on my wrist, you can see my cord lock right here. All I need to do to make this tighter on my wrist is I need to grab the cord lock and I need to pull it towards myself. So see, like that. Now I have the cow cord lock providing just a safe and secure hold. The bracelet's not going anywhere, so this is perfect. So now you can see that it is the bracelet with this extra little strap here. So we're going to take our strap and we're going to want to find the place on our camera where the camera strap goes. On my Nikon camera, you can see here it's on the side. On other cameras it might be a little different, but you just want to make sure that there is a little bar for you to attach it. You're just going to stick it in the end here, and this is where we actually need to take our bracelet off. But you're going to stick it in the end of your camera here so it kind of sticks out of the top here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your bracelet and you're going to make another cow hitch knot actually right through. You're just going to take that bracelet and you're going to move it directly through that hole. Pull it tight. And now our wrist strap is secure on our camera. So I'm going to move the cord lock so I can adjust it. And I'm going to push it back down here, and now I have a wrist strap for my camera. So now I'm going to show you actually the reflective properties of this cord so you can get kind of an idea as to why I chose this cord in particular. So I like to shoot at night, like I said before, so when I turn off the lights here, you're going to see the cord without its reflective properties. So it looks just like normal cord there, but you can see as you move it up, now all of those tracers in the cord are now lighting up brightly. So this is why I chose this cord, as you can see it's very highly reflectable in the light. So if a car were to drive past, or maybe someone's using a flashlight in the dark, they'll be able to see me and know that I am out taking photos. With that, I want to thank you for watching this tutorial today. This is my very first tutorial for Paracord Planet. I had a lot of fun. All of the materials that you saw in this tutorial, besides the camera and the lighter, are available on paracordplanet.com. If you want to go ahead and pick up your own reflective cord, your own cute little cord lock, you can make this tutorial yourself. Make sure to like and comment on this video. Also make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. We love to bring you new Paracord tutorials each and every week. Also make sure to follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all at Paracord Planet. Thanks again for watching. Bye!